When did building a computer become an art form? I don't think anyone can really put their finger on it, but I think you could argue that Lian Li are one of the pioneers of this particular idea or kind of genre of building PCs. And on today's video, we are going to show something which has become, I believe, the pinnacle of water cooling for your PCs, especially if you don't want to go for a custom loop. You want to concentrate on the AIO to make things a little bit simpler, and also you want all of the gadgets available that are available to us at this time in the market. So today we'll be taking a look at the Lian Li HydroShift 2 OLED Curved. Now there's actually three versions of this available on the market. There's the 360 TL, which is the one we have here. There's also the 360 P28, which has more powerful fans. And also there is the 360 Fanless. So this essentially is available in three flavors and also multiple colors, black and white. And it features what I can only say is the most glorious thing I've seen on an AIO in a very long time. And that is a curved 6.67 inch OLED screen. It's also 2K resolution as well. So it's no slouch when it comes to performance and specifications. So in today's video, I'm going to go through, do a bit of a breakdown, let's see what this is all about. We're going to do an installation into a case and give you some demonstrations of how it all works and how it all looks and the almost infinite customization possible on this particular unit. And not to mention, the fans themselves are technically wireless. Now I know the Lian Li wireless fans get a little bit of stick because they're not truly wireless, but in terms of actual cable management, they might as well be. Literally, for the particular fans on this model and also other models of the TL wireless, essentially you can connect up to 4 fans with just one connection. All they need is power, the rest is done wirelessly. Your PWM, your ARGB settings, all done wirelessly via a dongle, which I think is incredible. And if some of you have seen the video I did a day or two ago with the new Lian Li 011 Vision M, you can see what I've put in there, and yeah, lots of fans, not much cabling. Anyway, let's move on and take a look at this thing. So looking at the packaging, you can get an idea what this is all about. Obviously, this is incorporating their HydroShift technology, which is a kind of elaborate way of saying it's hiding the tubes or the pipes. So if you're someone who actually does want to have the benefits of an AIO water cooling solution, but you're not keen on seeing tubes draped across your PC, then HydroShift 2 is something you should definitely take a look at. It essentially hides all of the tubes away in the back of the unit itself, so just very minimal tubes on display, so for a nice, clean and tidy build. Now it probably goes without saying, this is compatible with all the latest and greatest in terms of sockets. So if you're on Intel, LJ1700 and 1851, no problems at all. And when it comes to AMD, looking at AM4 and AM5, so some longevity here as well. And talking of longevity, they've actually put their money where their mouth is as well. In terms of warranty for this, you've got some pretty decent warranty. So for the actual AIO unit itself, you're looking at 6 years. For the actual OLED screen, you're looking at 3 years. And for the fans themselves, you're looking at an additional 3 years as well. So pretty decent warranties on there. A lot of the times you buy an AIO from other manufacturers and maybe you get a 1 year warranty. Some do extend that, but generally multiple year warranties are not that common. Looking on the side of the box, you can see here it says about the 6.67 OLED display, flexible multi-screen functionality, and also, if I haven't mentioned it already, which I don't think I have, is the fact that the actual screen is also motorized. Yes, they are throwing everything at this. So not only is it a beautiful curved OLED screen, it's also motorized. So if you want to have the screen maybe pointing a slightly different angle, you've got up to 45 degrees of adjustment in terms of swivel, and also you've got vertical movement as well. So if you've got maybe some larger heat sinks on your motherboard and it's a little bit close, then you can actually move the actual pump head up and down as well, which is kind of strange, but also rather cool. Now, of course, this is fully integrated within the Lian Li L-Connect 3 software, but also if you do want to use it as a more standalone device, there are pass-throughs available as well. So for the fans specifically, if you want to run your PWM and ARGB and control it from your motherboard, there is an option to do that as well. Although I would say for this particular model, I would stick to L-Connect 3 to have it all in one nice cohesive interface. Now these fans on this particular unit are the new Unifan TL Flex wireless. and they provide up to 90 CFM of airflow and almost 4mm H2O, and all doing that at only 33 dBA, and have a RPM between 200 and 2600 RPM. The fans themselves are 28mm thick and are using LCP blades, so very strong, very precise, and also there's a very minimal gap as well to give you that high airflow and also incredibly high static pressure. When it comes to the pump itself, so we've got a completely redesigned pump head unit itself, and it's got 3 distinct modes, one of which is the turbo mode, which allows the impeller to spin up to 2800 RPM to give you loads and loads of throughput for fluid around your unit, although if you want it quieter, you can run it at a lower speed if you require. So taking the unit out of the box, you'll see you've got a lot of things here to deal with. So obviously you have the radiator assembly itself, which I think is done in an extremely premium way. So we've got this really nice section up here, brushed metal with the Lian Li logo. As you can see, the fans are all pre-installed from the factory. So these are the TL120 Flex. And the one thing I did notice about this, you can tell how premium these are because they actually come with screen protectors. How many AIOs come with a screen protector? So you can put screen protectors on the actual side sections, the mirror infinity, just in case they get scratched or damaged during installation or just through use in your system. So those are included. And also you can see you have got the HydroShift elements. I'll spin this round. So you can see the HydroShift is adjustable. So depending on where this fits in your system, you can actually slide these brackets along to put them wherever you need to make it look nice and neat. And also there's some tube management clips as well, so you can keep those nice and straight as well if you want that kind of perfect look. Also, all the cabling is pre-done for you as well. So for this section here, we have got a USB 2.0 connection and a PWM. So that is going to be for the actual pump itself, so supplying information to the actual pump head display. And also you've got your PWM there, so that's going to provide power as well. So yeah, that is pretty cool. And on the other end, you can see we have got the pre-installed section here. So this is the new Flex TL connector, which also has an RGB output. So you can actually plug that into your motherboard directly if you don't want to control it via the wireless interface. And the wireless interface, again, just needs one cable, just needs 12 volt power, but there is actually a fly lead on here as well. So you can attach the fly lead to your motherboard onto one of the fan headers, and you can then use the readouts in there and then put it into motherboard mode. So lots of options there, very flexible, which we like. And of course, the fans themselves, absolutely glorious. These fans are incredible. They spin very, very quietly, very low noise, but extremely high performance. And of course, you've got that usual Lian Li look about them. So they look absolutely great. Now the pump head, you can see here, it's got pogo pins. So the actual screen itself goes on top of there, and that is done magnetically. So this is actually hot-swappable. So this is the actual OLED screen, as you can see there, with its curved nature. So this just clips on to the unit, and this actually has adjustment, which you're probably seeing for some B-roll. So you can swivel this 45 degrees, and also you can move it up and down about 10 millimeters up and about 15 millimeters down. So depending on your system and your needs, heat sinks, surrounding equipment, etc., you can adjust it accordingly. Also, the screen itself does support up to 3 individual displays. So you can break it down. So you can either have a complete screen going all the way around, wrapping around. You can split it into 2, or you can split it into 3, and all of those can be individually customized as well to show whatever you want. So cat gifs, system temperatures, you name it, you can pretty much put anything you want on there. And when it comes to installation, in fact, we'll be doing that next. You get nicely individual marked boxes. So you've got the Intel socket box, you've got the AMD socket box, and you've got your general accessories box, which also includes that wireless receiver. So that's the introduction out of the way. Let's get on and install this into our computer and see what it's actually like. Okay, so the AO is installed, and I must admit, I only recorded part of the installation, so you're not going to see the full installation. There will be a separate video. I'm going to go ahead and take this all apart and also show the new version of L-Connect 3. At the moment, the version of L-Connect 3 is in beta for testing purposes for this particular unit because it's pre-embargo. When the embargo is lifted and the software is updated, I will do a full software tutorial on this so you can see exactly how it all works. But it's pretty much straightforward. If you've used L-Connect before, you kind of get the general idea. You've got tabs and settings, etc. Obviously, with this one, the TL version, TL Flex, All the lighting synchronizes really nicely, and again, you're probably seeing B-roll from what I've been filming earlier. Synchronization of all the lights, etc., especially in this particular setup, because it's pretty much all on brand for Lian Li. The installation, I've got to say, in this particular case, wasn't exactly easy. I did have to remove the brackets on the back for the HydroShift, although this case actually has its own HydroShift kind of clamps in the back. So yeah, you just remove the ones which are on there and use the ones from the case. Obviously, in another case, you can use those that are supplied with the unit to make your life a lot easier. I've got to say, it actually looks very nice in there. The overall look, again, with the infinity look on the side, you can get a really good look at the lighting on the side there. Really does make it pop, and the way that the tubes are just neatly above the actual pump head and going straight up into the kind of the path of the radiator. I think it looks absolutely great. The wireless setup, again, fantastic. Minimal wiring with this, so literally for the actual fans themselves. With this particular instance, I did actually plug it directly into the motherboard, which they sort of say you shouldn't do. You should plug it into the power source and then take a spur off of that. I just plugged it into the motherboard headers and it's been absolutely fine. You can do that if you want to, or you can plug it straight into the SATA adapter. That's entirely up to you. Some motherboards are going to complain if you don't have a fan or AIO header plugged in. You get the warning CPU fan not working when you boot up the machine. So yeah, that's what I've plugged that in there. But yeah, all works absolutely great. The screen itself is absolutely glorious. It really is. OLED screen, 6.67 inches. And as again, you've probably seen from some B-roll, it really does pop. The actual resolution on it is extremely high. It's almost like looking at an iPhone, a modern iPhone or a modern Android, especially with that OLED, really makes it pop. The angle at the moment, as you can see, I've got it set on a slight angle so you can see all around the screen. Normally it would be kind of on a flatter angle, but again, that is the beauty of this. You can adjust it however you see fit. And also, for those of you that are possibly doing some tinkering on your system, you've got the option for raising the head up and down a little bit. I think it's 10 millimeters up and 15 down, or 15 up and 10 down, one of the two. But yeah, you've got a little bit of adjustment there. So if it does get in the way of any of your VRMs or anything, or maybe it's a little bit tight for your GPU or possibly an M.2 underneath, then you can shift it up out of the way in software. That's really good. I really do like that. The pump, I must say, when I did start doing this, the pump seemed to be very noisy, or noisier than I expected from Lian Li. But now that we're recording, and this has been on for a few hours now, it does seem much quieter. It's currently set at its lowest RPM, which is 1600 RPM. It goes up to 2400 in the standard settings. If you put it in turbo mode, it goes up to like 2600 or 2800. So then it does get noticeably louder. Hopefully, I think it was just the air bubble which is stuck in it, which is now passed through. I was going to say, this is really great, other than it's a little bit noisy. But now that I'm recording, yeah, it's basically silent. And the fans are as well, which is awesome. And of course, because we've got pretty much matching fans throughout, it all looks on brand, all on point. And yes, I'm very pleased. And it's very, very quiet. This PC potentially is going to be replacing the one behind me, which is our streaming PC. I think this is a little bit nicer. It's a little bit smaller as well, so a little bit more room to maneuver up on that desk there. Let me know what you think in the comment section. But in terms of performance, really good performance. I did some before and afters. I had an air cooler on here before, so it's not really fair to compare, but it's about 5 degrees less in terms of the idle and also full load. With our Ryzen 7 7800X 3D, top temperature after 5 minutes of Cinebench was around about 74 degrees Celsius. It's in a 22 degrees Celsius room. Lowest recorded temperature, I think, was around about 37 degrees, which was yeah, pretty decent, I think. And idle, when it's just doing stuff, it's around about the sort of low 40s, high 30s. So yeah, it's absolutely fine. And again, it's really, really quiet, which is something which I didn't really expect to say. I was expecting to be really angry and say, when you're buying something this good quality, you don't expect it to be noisy. But now it actually isn't. The loudest thing is me moving around on my stool. But yeah, I think it looks absolutely great. Again, you've got all the adjustment there. You've got all the different types of lighting effects. Also, you've got lighting top and bottom, LCD strips, or LED strips, I should say, or ARGB strips, top and bottom. So you've got those as well if you want to tamper with those. There's also a screensaver setting built in. I know some of you are probably thinking, well, if it's an OLED, Is it going to have problems with screen burning, that sort of thing? There is a screensaver built in, which you can choose which time settings you want. Or alternatively, you can go with a screen which is animated, which moves all the pixels around all the time, so you don't get that burning effect. Ultimately, it's going to be down to you. Like I said, it does have a pretty decent warranty on it as well, 3-year warranty for the actual pump head screen, etc. And for the fans, the actual AIO itself, the pump, etc., 6 years. So yeah, they've got a bit of confidence in the product, and so they should, because this price for this isn't for the faint-hearted. So I thought I'd leave this towards the end. I may have shown it on the screen at the beginning. I'm not too sure I'm going to edit this video yet, but there are 3 versions, as we've said, available in black and also in white, depending on what you want to go for. The recommended retail price, or suggested retail price for this, if you go with the TL wireless fans, you're looking at $339. Now, I don't know how that's going to compare in UK pricing, but that is what it is in dollars. If you go for the version with the P28s, so these are the Performance 28 fans, then you're looking around about $299. If you go with the version without any fans at all, so just the AIO, the screen, all that kind of stuff, you supply your own fans at $279, again in dollars, which I think it should have been slightly cheaper personally, because otherwise that means that the performance fans are only worth like £30, which they sell for more than that anyway. And obviously the TL Wireless, the TL Wireless Flex, they normally sell in the UK for about 70, so that difference in pricing is about right. So I think the middle ground maybe could have come lower, or the kind of the AIO only. But again, it's an OLED screen, it's basically an iPhone screen. Those aren't cheap, so you can understand where the price of this comes from. And ultimately, this is going to be for those people that see their PC as more of an art project than just something which crunches numbers and plays games. Probably if you're watching this video out of curiosity, you're probably wondering what it's all about and whether or not it's for you. And I think for a lot of people, this is going to be in the kind of the higher end of what people are likely to spend on their PC parts. $300 for an AIO is a lot of money. I appreciate that, and there are obviously cheap and cheerful brands you can pick up an AIO for, I don't know, $100 or so, possibly less. You can get 3 for the price of this. But do they do everything this does? Does it have a motorized pump head LCD OLED screen? Probably not. It may have a screen on it, but is it going to be OLED, and is it going to be as nice as this, and is it going to have the warranty backup? I don't think it will. So overall, I'm going to say yes, I really do like this. I'm not sure about the pricing, if I'm completely honest with you, because the world is what it is at the moment. But saying that, because of the world of how it is at the moment, you can't buy RAM, you can't buy M.2 drives, you can't buy hard drives either. So what are you going to spend your money on? Maybe a new case, maybe a new AIO, in which case this has got to be amongst the best on the market in terms of complete feature set. Anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions on the Lian Li HydroShift 2 360 TL OLED Curved. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, smash the like button. If you want to see more content like this on a daily basis, maybe consider hitting subscribe. And if you do that, don't forget to hit the bell notification. That way you'll be notified of future video releases. But for now, I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To. And hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching.